right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. Right off the bat, look at this beautiful knife from our friends at KB Knives that has something on the blade because I was cutting with it. So we'll clean that off and show it to you. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful watermelon sugar camo carbon on this KB Knives Vertigo, a Peter Carey design, S35 titanium and watermelon sugar camo carbon, made in China by Kubi, the KB258B. Now, when I am recording this, these are on a crazy sale. They are down to $210 on kubiknife.com. And so I will leave a link down below, no code needed. Now, after that sale goes off, the Black Friday sale, they'll reinstate my code, which is KBKnives.com. It's Knives Fast, all one word. And that'll get you 20% off. But while the sale is going on and it says sale 25% on the screen, you can't use a code, just use that price, which is already fantastic. But when they reinstate the normal price, use code Knives Fast for 20% off. All right, let's get to the actual review. That's a minute and 25 of blabbering, but welcome back. We have a beautiful stonewash blade with the Peter Carey logo right there. Blue anodized studs. A drop point blade with a beautiful swedge here. Great relief, sharpening relief there on the plunge grind. It is a frame lock. You could almost call it, if the inlay came up further, you could almost call it a bolster lock, but it's not. It's a frame lock. It is locked up at about 30%, and it does have a steel lock bar insert. You can see the screw there, all blue anodized screws. You do have 3 relief cuts. They are finished very well, and you have a beautiful watermelon sugar inlay. Now, there is a spot right there that I can feel that transition just barely, but most of the way around, this one is done extremely well. Now, there's no screws in that inlay, which means it's either screwed from the backside, which is probably not, or it's glued in, just something to keep track of. You do have a titanium clip. I love the shape and style of this clip. You do have a little bit sticking out, and it's not reversible, and there is not a lanyard post. Sorry about that. So lefties, I'm sorry. Good clip in and out of the pocket, good tension on that. You do have your single-sided KB pivot there for the KB knives, which is an arm of Kubi. There is your lovely pivot. A really good looking pivot. Flat scale, wait a minute, hold on, nope, contoured scales, sorry. Slightly contoured scales. And again, the finish feels really good on that inlay, except that one spot right there. Very nice small knife, but good as far as grip for me. You can see, guys, not a ton of extra room here where your thumb studs are, which means, whoops. Oh, come on, Casey. Which means I can thumb flick it really well. And I have middle finger flicked it, and I can't right now. There we go. Now my finger, for those of you that don't know, I had finger surgery and it's still not working the best. So blame it on that. Great action. You can see incredibly smooth on those bearings. Unbelievably smooth. No lock stick or anything like that. When we're closed, blade comes way out here, dead centered. When we are locked up, no lock rock, no blade play whatsoever. I got a big long piece of cardboard here, so let's slice. I've already done it with this one a lot, and I can tell you every time, whoops, that was me. Every time I have cut with this knife, I have been incredibly impressed with the cutting ability. It is very nice. Now, it's not a huge knife, as you can see, but it is a pretty decent size. Jeez. Very, very cool. Great lock bar access here with a very nice chamfer, which means it feels just absolutely great in that regard. I love this knife. I mean, like I said, this pop on the action is great. Now, you do have thumb thumb ramp here with very nice jimping on that thumb ramp, and you have a nice harpoon area right here before you get to the swedge. Now, for cutting, I think that feels great, or this feels great. Either one, nowhere to really choke up, but you do have a full 4-finger grip. Now, do I feel that clip? Yeah, a little bit, but I can move my hand, and now I don't feel it. It feels absolutely fine. Again, S35 on the steel. All right, so where's my Rat 1? Well, here's the Rat 2 while I look for the Rat 1. By the way, I titled this one, This Knife is So Good, It Makes My Head Spin. You get it? Vertigo? Makes my, okay. All right, I didn't think it was funny either, but I thought I would just try it because it's fun. So it's about the same length as the Ontario Rat 1, and it's a little bit smaller than the Rat 2. It's quite a bit smaller than the Rat 1, and it's about the same length as the Rat 2. So let's talk about specs and what is available. Again, I'm reading this from kbknives.com, and there are 4 versions available as we speak. There is this guy, and it is $210. Let's go over the specs before we give you the other varieties here. Well, maybe I would, and now the normal price is $280. So again, if it goes back to that normal price, you can use my code KnivesFast for 20% off. Now it is overall length is 7.24 with a 3.11 inch blade and a 4.13 inch handle. The handle thickness is just 0.47, which means feels absolutely great in the hand. The blade thickness 0.12, nice and thin and slicey. Just a beautiful little knife. Again, flat ground. They call it a Wharncliffe, guys. I don't know. I don't know what's what anymore, because to me this looks like a drop point. I can see calling it a Wharncliffe. Yeah, sure. You go ahead. It's 3.71 inches. Again, designed 3.71 ounces. I'm sorry. Designed by Peter Carey. HRC 60 to 62. Very nicely done. Now the other 3 variants that are available is there's a Damascus inlay one, and that is actually $232 on the sale and normally $310. And the rest are all $210. That is the Dark Blast titanium. I don't know which carbon fiber that is. Let's see. If I click on it, will it tell me? Titanium. What? Santa Clara camo carbon. Okay. So they have Santa Clara camo carbon, and then they have Damtanium camo carbon. So again, some really cool options there from KB Knives, which, you know, you just might as well say Kubi. Same thing, only fancier. So what do you guys think? Again, what has gotten me the most excited about this one is this ridiculous action. Now, it is absolutely beautiful, as you can see. And I'm really, I didn't think I'd like watermelon sugar, but I really do. And then you've got the stonewash blade. The action on this, the size of it, yeah. I mean, the detent, you can tell, I haven't really talked about that enough. Detent is wonderful. I mean, really, really good indeed. So there you go. That is the Kubi, or the KB Knives Vertigo. Very cool. Very glad I got to check it out. Thanks to our friends from Kubi for sending this one out. So, guys, I got to tell you, I said this in a short about this knife. There is not another company out there that has improved over the last 2 years as much as Kubi. They have bought more machinery, hired more people, and are killing it. So, congrats to them. So, guys, like, comment, let me know what you think of this one. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thank you for your support and for always watching the Knives Fast channel.